Hey everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Dan Bedford and this is my first video and we're going to talk a bit about my vision for the future of Web3 and what I think we can do as a community in order to achieve those goals. But before that, here's a bit of background on myself, my experience and my part in the Web3 space. I've been an active investor in crypto, NFTs and Web3 for the last few years now, whilst working as a software engineer at one of the world's largest tech companies. I recently started Re-Evolution, a Web3 game development company focused on pioneering a new type of consumer-driven business model in the Web3 space, but more on that later on. I'm also really excited to be speaking at the inaugural NFT London event this coming November about playing for purpose in Web3. This is super important to me as playing for purpose was a key driving factor in me starting Re-Evolution. But for now, let's talk a bit about where the Web3 space is at the moment, where I think we should be going, and how I think we can get there as a community. Much of what has already been created in the Web3 space revolves directly around investment opportunities. And while I believe this is a great asset of Web3 and something which is going to be really powerful in the future, I also think that the mindset of projects and consumers needs to shift slightly. From my point of view, the end goal is to create an economy where consumers are able to be rewarded for supporting the businesses that they purchase goods and services from. And you might be thinking, what? So I'll be able to receive financial and real-life rewards through supporting a business? No way. But it's already happening, and it has been since the year 1611 when the world's first stock exchange opened. And since then, investors have reaped the rewards of businesses growing while their consumers have received little to no recognition for being the ones that supported those businesses in the first place. What I'm proposing is a complete table flip, an economy where consumers hold true stake in the businesses that they interact with, an economy where businesses thrive when they create goods and deliver services that their customers want, and not what matters most to the investors on Wall Street. So what are the real benefits of this? So firstly, I think by rewarding customers for supporting a business, the businesses end up in a much better place to create these tight-knit communities similar to the communities which have already established themselves in the Web3 space. And not only will this give businesses the opportunity to secure those returning customers, but the customers will also have a much greater sense of satisfaction, involvement, and ownership in the businesses that they're supporting. Secondly, something which I think is going to be super crucial to the sustainability of this new economy is that the businesses are going to have a revitalized motivation to create the goods and services that their customers actually want. And not only can this dramatically increase the ceiling for customer satisfaction, but it also keeps reminding those businesses of just why they started in the first place. And thirdly, and probably the most important reason, is transparency. Gone will be the days of companies making huge consumer impacting decisions with little or bad rationale to show for it in public. If you offer the consumers the opportunity to own stake in these businesses, it becomes in the business's interest to keep an open dialogue with their consumers when they make these major business decisions, or even possibly involving the consumers in the decisions themselves. A great example of this lack of transparency currently in our economy is Apple's decision to remove charging bricks from the boxes of their phones. And while they say this is due to environmental factors, it was also a decision which had a large impact on a massive amount of their customer base. And it's easy to be skeptical of their rationale when you find out that you can pay for those charging bricks separately on their website for about $20. And now you might be thinking, Dan, this all sounds wonderful, but how on earth are we going to get any of this? And if you want to know the answer to that question, then hit that subscribe button down below and drop a like on this video, as in future videos, I'm going to be discussing how we can get this fairer, consumer-driven economy, which I've been discussing today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this sort of content, make sure to hit subscribe, drop a like on the video, and check out my socials in the description down below, alongside the links to my revolutionary new Web3 gaming project, Re-Evolution.